Last week here on Smashdown, the final round came down to Carolina Crusher taking on the Iron Outlaw. It was Chase Locke and the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet just barely edging out the Iron Outlaw Ford, taking the flag into the final week of the April season. Will he hang on? We find out next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a capacity sold-out house here at the MTA Arena. 16 of the top-tier Diecast monster trucks ready to throw it down in the last week of the April season right here on the MTA YouTube channel. If you're new here, be sure to crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. Carolina Crusher is the truck to beat tonight, and he's got 15 other monster trucks chomping on his rear end. Will he hang on to the flag coming into tonight's event? We're going to find out here as we get ready for round one competition, as we get ready to kick off the final week of the April season. Looking at how round one shakes down, T-Max is going to take on Prowler. Then the Patriot's going to take on Bigfoot. Madusa takes on the Midnight Rider, and Spider-Man's going to take on UFO. Over here on the other side of the bracket, Big Kahuna takes on the Afterburner. Bounty Hunter's going to take on Dragonoid. Flashfire takes on the Iron Outlaw, who's made it to the finals the last 2 weeks in a row. And then last but not least, Destroyer gets first crack at the champion, the Chevrolet and Carolina Crusher. We're going to see if he can take that flag into round two. But up first here tonight in round one competition, Jonathan Resendez made his debut in Prowler at the start of the season. He's trying to get things going here tonight and get a few more points to try to claim the overall points championship going into the May season. He draws up against Nathaniel Wiggins, the Traxxas T-Max, the big bad Ford out of the far lane. He's ready to rock and roll here tonight. Which driver and which truck will take their ride into round two? Stage now. Here's the green light. Off the line they go slightly, going to T-Max now. Prowler trying to come back on him, and does over the last set of cars. Jonathan Resendez will get the round one victory over Traxxas T-Max, kicking off round one. Next up here tonight in round one competition, it's the return of Starvin' Corey Marvin and the Patriot. He took home the overall points last month in March. He's trying to do it again here tonight. He's got a long way to go, and who does he draw up? Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, the Ford out of Pacific, Missouri, ready to go in that far lane. You know Bigfoot's not sending any slack out here to close out the April season. Two veteran drivers waiting on the green light, a battle of the Ford Oval down the straight stretch. They go Bigfoot with a whole shot. Patriot right there with him. Starvin' Corey Marvin turns it over in the shutdown area, trying to chase down the Bigfoot. Both drivers cut a great light. It was a fairly even race all the way down to the finish line. Let's go back down now and check out our MTA replay. Right here off the start, maybe a slight lead to Bigfoot out of the far lane. Starvin' Corey Marvin starting to come back on him now. Watch right here at the first jump. They fly high over no man's land to the last set of cars. Marvin catches a bad bounce, turning the truck over, but does defeat Bigfoot here tonight. In round one, the Patriot will return. Next up here in round one, Raylan Mullins returns out of Orlando, Florida in the Madusa Ford, now ready to take on Justin Lamb. And Midnight Rider got his first Smashdown victory just a couple of weeks ago. He's trying to get back on top and try to claim the overall points championship. Madusa brought the championship flag into the April season. She's at the bottom of the point stakes. Can she turn it around here tonight? Green light goes down. Madusa and Midnight Rider are even to the first set of cars over no man's land, and Midnight Rider, Justin Lamb, pulls the victory out over Madusa at the final second. Right across the finish line, Madusa a great run, but Midnight Rider is your winner in round one. Next up in round one, it's the old-time veteran Cool Hand Luke and UFO, the Ford out of Cinnamison, New Jersey. He now draws up against Chase Moist, the 53 Cheetah, better known as Spider-Man, now stays on the inside lane. Valancourt brought the UFO Ford back to action just a couple of months ago. He's trying to get it back and dialed in. Spider-Man's been a consistent truck all season long. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the green light. Off they go. They're pretty much even down to the first jump, up and over no man's land, and it's close down to the wire. Valancourt all out of shape in the shutdown area. Now from up here in the booth, I'm not sure who got the racing victory. Was it UFO or Spider-Man? As we go back down to our photo finish, your winner Chase Moisen Spider-Man by a matter of inches, ladies and gentlemen, knocks out UFO. Next up in round one competition, Logan Waller had a big showing last week. Big Kahuna back at the starting line. He will now take on the Iceman. Jeffrey Skipper, a former 6-time Thursday Night Thunder champion and 1-time Smashdown champion. He's trying to get back to the top of the mountain here tonight in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Big Kahuna trying to have a repeat of last week and try to get as many points as possible. Who's going to round two? Green light goes down now. Afterburner with a whole shot. Kahuna's hanging right there with him up and over no man's land, and it was close. But Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner, may have just a little bit more than Big Kahuna going across the finish line. We are going to go down and take another look at our photo finish. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner and confirmed, Jeffrey Skipper in the Afterburner, will advance on into round two, knocking out Big Kahuna. Next up in round one, the Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell, and Bounty Hunter the Ford out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, ladies and gentlemen. He has had an off season, no doubt about it. Bounty Hunter has seen better days. He draws up against Aaron Church, Bakugan Dragonoid, ready to go on the outside lane. One driver's going on to round two. Can Tim Cantwell turn his season around? We're about to find out. Green light goes down now, and Bounty Hunter with a whole shot. Dragonoid playing catch up over the last set of cars, and I do believe Dragonoid did it at the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Put down the horsepower over the last set of cars. Cantwell may have not had enough there going across the finish line. Back now to our photo finish. Your winner, Aaron Church and Dragonoid, by about 3/4 of a truck over Bounty Hunter. Next up in round one competition, Wyatt Anderson returns in the Chevy Astro van, better known as Flashfire. He is now set to take on the kid who went to the finals the last 2 weeks in a row. Hasn't pulled out a victory yet on Smashdown. Roland Cantwell, the Iron Outlaw Ford, another truck out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, out of the 2 Extreme Race Camp. Ford and Chevrolet matchup in round one. Green light goes down now, and off the line they go. Outlaw's got a straight lead. Flashfire right there with him for the last set of cars. Outlaw goes over in the shutdown area, and Wyatt Anderson had all kinds of problems getting down on that landing ramp, coming into no man's land. Got a little bobbled up, but Outlaw is your winner, and we'll move on into round two, of course, once they get him rolled back over. Next up in round one competition, it is now time to defend the championship flag. Joseph Nelson in Destroyer has been a top contender since he debuted that brand new truck. It's been only a matter of time. He finds himself in round one against the champion, Chase Locke, Carolina Crusher, the Chevrolet out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. Ford versus Chevrolet, championship flag on the line here in round one as we go green. Off the line they go. Crusher with a whole shot now. Destroyer trying to come back on another car. The Carolina Crusher turns it over in the shutdown area, and Destroyer snowplowed the wall protection down there. What a great race it was. Crusher had the lead. Destroyer came back on him. Back down now to our MTA replay. Right here off the line, the Chevrolet in the far lane pulls about a truck length lead off the line. Watch Joseph Nelson and Destroyer start to hammer down on the big Ford horsepower over no man's land to the last of the cars right there. It's by inches, but Nelson dethrones the champion early tonight in round one. And Carolina Crusher wowing the fans here tonight as he got out of shape in the shutdown area. Destroyer will move on into round two. So ladies and gentlemen, we will crown a new Smashdown champion. Someone's taking that flag into the May season. Who's it going to be? We still got a lot more great racing to go on Smashdown. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back to Smashdown, ladies and gentlemen. We just learned that Destroyer has dethroned the champion, so who's going to take the flag into the May season? Prowler takes on the Patriot. Midnight Rider takes on Spider-Man. Air Force takes on Dragonoid. And then Iron Outlaw will take on Destroyer. Kicking off round two competition up at the line. Jonathan Resendez looked wicked fast in round one. The Prowler Machine, powered by a Big Block Chevrolet out of Brentwood, Tennessee, now takes on Starvin' Corey Marvin in the Patriot, the Ford stage now in the far lane. He looked pretty strong in round one as well. He's trying to gather up as many points as possible here tonight, along with Resendez and Prowler out of the inside lane. Both trucks are staged. Who's going to semis? Green light goes down. Now they're even off the start. Dead heat in the first jump over the cars. Now it's close. I do believe Prowler got the win over Starvin' Corey Marvin and the Patriot. We're going to confirm this now with our MTA photo finish. But ladies and gentlemen, there you see Starvin' Corey Marvin saying hello to UFO in that shutdown area as we look at the photo finish. Your winner, Jonathan Resendez and Prowler, by about half a truck over the Patriot. Next up here tonight in round two, it's the return of Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider, trying to get that Smashdown Championship flag yet again this season. He draws up against Chase Moist, the 53 Cheetah, better known as Spider-Man, now staged on the outside lane. He knows Justin Lamb is hungry for another Smashdown Championship. Moist wants his first championship here tonight. He's got to go through the Midnight Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, round two competition, Spider-Man versus Midnight Rider. Here's the green light now and off the line. Spider-Man with the lead. Midnight Rider trying to come back on over the cars. It was close. And Midnight Rider going into the outside wall here. We're going to go down and take a look at our MTA photo finish. Not too sure who got the victory here tonight in round two. There you see Spider-Man over at the wall protection. Ladies and gentlemen, our photo finish confirms it's Chase Moist and Spider-Man by about a tire length over Midnight Rider, getting the round two victory. Next up in round two, the return of the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner, got his first Smashdown Championship just a couple of weeks ago, trying to get back on top. Aaron Church and Dragonoid look wicked fast here tonight in round one. He is now back in action. Two old-time veterans of the MTA circuit ready to throw down one more time. Dragonoid takes on the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Stage at the light. Here's the green light now down the straight stretch. They go. They're dead even in the first jump. Problems for Dragonoid, and Air Force pulls it out. Dragonoid goes over in the far lane, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what happened to Aaron Church. Got a little bobbing up there off the first jump, turning the truck upside down right there in no man's land. And ladies and gentlemen, Afterburner will advance on into semifinal competition. And now to close out round two, Roland Cantwell, the Ford out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, again made it to the finals the last 2 weeks in a row here on Smashdown. He draws up against Joseph Nelson in the Destroyer Ford out of Michigan, dethroned the Carolina Crusher earlier tonight. So we will crown a new champion. Who's going to take it on to semifinals? A battle of the Ford Oval. Destroyer takes on the Iron Outlaw as we go green. Up the line they go down. They're pretty much dead, even down to the first jump over no man's land. It's close. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Both these drivers are hungry for their first Smashdown Championship. Iron Outlaw fell behind from the start there. He made up the ground on Destroyer. As we go down now to our photo finish, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Joseph Nelson and Destroyer by about 3/4 of a truck over the Iron Outlaw. He will advance on in the semifinals. But ladies and gentlemen, we took you down to the MTA garage last week to show you the status of a brand new bounty hunter being built. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The truck is race ready, and all Tim Cantwell's got to do is get in it and dial it in some more. The brand new bounty hunter set to debut here soon in the near future on the MTA circuit. Can't wait to see what it can do. The old bounty hunter is going to be either refurbished or retired. MTA officials haven't confirmed the status of the old bounty hunter just yet. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Smashdown with semifinal action. One of these four trucks is taking the flag into the May season. Prowler takes on Spider-Man. Air Force is going to take on Destroyer. It's anybody's ball game. Up here at the line first, Jonathan Resendez returns in the Chevrolet-powered Prowler machine. He is now set to take on Chase Moist and Spider-Man. Both these drivers have been wicked fast all night. They're jonesing for their first Smashdown Championship. Who's going to take it to the final round here in week 4 of the April season? Prowler stays in the far lane. Spider-Man on the inside lane. It's a shootout to the finish line. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. They're pretty much even down to the first jump, up and over no man's land. It's close, but Chase Moist looks like he pulled it out in Spider-Man out of the inside lane. Resendez and Prowler right there with him all the way down to the finish line. Here's a look at your photo finish. Your winner, Chase Moist and Spider-Man, eliminates Prowler here tonight in semis. Now we know Spider-Man is in the finals. Who is he going to meet there? Is it going to be Joseph Nelson and Destroyer, who earlier tonight dethroned the current champion? He is now set to take on the man who's won out here on Smashdown before, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner, ready to go on the outside lane. Who's going to match up against Spider-Man in the finals? Both trucks are staged. Here's a green light down the straight stretch to go. Destroyer with a slight lead. Air Force trying to come back on him, and problems for Air Air Force and Destroyer. Joseph Nelson pulls out the win over Jeffrey Skipper in the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. He moves on to the finals. Afterburner going home tonight on the trailer. And ladies and gentlemen, it's what we all come to see. Week 4 of the April season, Destroyer takes on Spider-Man for the finals. It's going to be a shootout to that finish line because one of these drivers is going to claim their first Smashdown championship. Destroyer, the forward out of Michigan, Joseph Nelson's new ride. It's been strong for him since he made its debut. Chase Moyes, the 53 Cheetah in Spider-Man, ready to go on the inside lane. He's got it dialed in and set on kill here tonight. One of these drivers getting their first Smashdown championship here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Destroyer takes on Spider-Man. It's showtime here tonight on Smashdown down the straight track. Destroyer with the lead. Spider-Man trying to make up the ground. Now it's close. Destroyer almost out of shape in the shutdown area. Spider-Man just did tag the wall there. Coming to a stop, ladies and gentlemen. What a great race it was. Let's go down now to our MTA replay. Off the line, Destroyer did get the whole shot over Spider-Man. Chase Moyes knows he's in trouble, trying to make up the ground. Watch right here as they go to the first jump. Spider-Man starting to come back on Destroyer through no man's land in the last set of cars, and Joseph Nelson and Destroyer pulled it out by about a tire length over Spider-Man. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating Joseph Nelson and Destroyer on your first Smashdown championship. And ladies and gentlemen, now we look at the overall point standings to close out Week 4 of the April season. In the lower half of the bracket, UFO, T-Max, Madusa, and Bounty Hunter didn't have enough this season to get to the top of the ranking. Hopefully we'll see them back next season. Over now on the top end of the bracket with tonight's win, Joseph Nelson and Destroyer with a clean sweep of the April season takes the flag and the overall points championship into the May season. So for registration, we're going to have 15 spots available for the May season of Smashdown. Rounding out your top 3, Chase Lack and Carolina Crusher with 165, and Roland Cantwell and the Outlaw with 165 to his own right. Thank you guys for coming out and watching Smashdown right here on the MTA YouTube channel all April season long. We hope you enjoyed the great racing action we brought to you, and hopefully you'll come back for the May season. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys down the road. See you next week.